ಹೇಗಿದೆಯಮ್ಮ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I think the press, the people in Bangalore, all of them love you and they're all excited to have you here. Man, you've just gone from, I don't know, you're like, you have like a jet bag or a jet pad with you, you just keep jetting from one place to the other. What is it like to work on Animal with such a huge and big cast and crew?
ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯುರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೋಸ್ಕರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ as far as I remember, I was cast in the film 10 days before we started rolling, is what Sandeep sir told me. So it was just immediate. Suddenly I got a call from my manager saying, Sandeep sir is looking for you for Animal film. So I was like, but me? Why me? How come? But I feel like it's just pure trust. Sandeep sir Melero trust, and also cast and crew Melero trust. I just immediately in a day I think I just said yes, because Sandeep sir bandu on small line ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನೋಡು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್, ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a film that I would want to be a part of, to tell it to the world. So then I remember being cast, and the first day I had look test with RK, and I don't know, it just didn't feel like out of place. I think it's just the way he makes people feel that he works with. I immediately was like, sir, like how's the pair looking? Like it's important to look good on screen if you're performing with each other, right? So hegidanta kelidre he was like, it's so good that it's matching, like it's a good combination of south and north coming together and looking beautiful. So I was like, oh, so if that is a tick mark, I think we can like have fun with this. So that's why it started.
That's amazing.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟಫ್ ಅನ್ಸಿರೋ ಸೀನ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಝೂ ಕೀಪರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೊಂದು ನನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಟಫ್ ಸೀನ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನ್. It's called the Karwa Chauth scene. That's how we call it for the reference. So that was the hardest thing that I did in my entire career.
It was I think some close to 18 to 20 pages of dialogue, and we got it 2 days before the scene.
Yeah, and I feel like, I think how many takes was it? It was just like no cut times, you know, separating the take, the whole thing we just rolled and we just got it, and the attempt was getting it as single take as possible, because that's where the feeling was, that's how the emotional was and the intensity was. So adondu tumba kashta agittu, and I think the rest of it nan yen madidini cinemadalli, I think the whole credit goes to Sandeep sir and Ranbir. I didn't really get the opportunity to work with Ravee sir, but I wish I did. Would have killed it. But yeah, I think it's just who I worked with, they got the best of me, and ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್.
Rashmika, but are intense films fun to work on?
Oh, it's mad fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. This was the first encounter that I got to work in such a intense and yet a raw film. But I loved it. Now I'm addicted to it. So now I'm going and telling Sandeep sir, you've showed me some whole new world. How am I going to go and do anything else anywhere? You know?
Thank you, sir. Lovely question. Alright, wow, more hands coming up. Okay. So in the suit, you have worn a suit and come, which looks more expensive than mine.
So I feel like this film now is a film with multiple complex characters. If you take one character and make a movie out of him, it can be a movie itself. So I feel like if you have to enter their world and understand from what psyche they're coming, you need so much time. So I think that is the instinct that we have gone by, and the film is so strong and it holds so well that I don't think it's something to worry about. But I think tomorrow the audience is also going to say the same thing, so that's what we look forward to.
And just to prepare you, the genre of the film is a family crime drama. It's not just an action film. It's got a gamut of emotions. But yeah, like just to take forward to what Rashmika was saying, that every character, if it's a small part or a large part, they are such complex characters that you will really enjoy seeing it unfold over this time. You know, we've been very, very careful, and we've been very correct that not to bore the audience with this film.
Bhushan bhai, I have a question for you. There's a certain
ಆನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಿಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಎರಾಯಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
I think ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ see, as an artist, we're just tools for directors. We're just tool for the directors to tell their story. So, kelsa enagutte antandre, how convincingly can we tell the story which the director has made. So, in the end of the day, I think it's a trust with the director, and to some extent, you can ask the director, sir, is this okay or not? But yavattu the director is like, this is what I want. Then you go with it, because you do the film because you trust the director, not because you are foreseeing that this is going to be a massive hit. Nobody can do that. It's a blind trust for the director and the team that you're working with, and I feel like that's what I've done as an actor. And me playing Geetanjali, like a character which is so raw and beautiful and real, without all the sugar coating or without any filter, is the most beautiful character that I have done, and it is Sandeep sir's way of convincing audience about love, and there are different ways of it. But this is the story that he has to say, and I trusted him, and that's what it is for me.
Thank you, Rashmika. Thank you.
Hi, this is Harsha.
I think Geetanjali as a character is someone who knows the hero better than anyone else in the film, and she's grown up looking at him. She's just grown up with him, and she's married to him, and she's the mother of his children. So I think the intensity of their love cannot be compared to what Sandeep sir has done before, because that was a different love story altogether. And this is a story about a family. It's not just like, of course, there's a lot of beautiful scenes or beautiful chemistry between Geetanjali and hero. We haven't established the name yet, no?
Yeah, I think that's a suspense that we want to keep for the viewing.
Okay.
Nobody knows my name yet.
Okay, so I'll just
Nobody
say
knows
the hero.
Bobby sir's name yet also.
See, that's a surprise that's going to come. But I think Geetanjali and the hero have a beautiful relationship that you get to watch in the cinema. And what was the next question? And Anil sir, and okay. So yeah, we have shot together, and there's some amazing things there as well, but I don't know how much I can reveal about that, because that again comes under the family bit of it. So I think the conversations are so much more interesting and better and more open once the release of the film is done. So 5 months to go.
Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, before I pass...
ಮೂವಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ 5 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 4 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಡಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Animal dubbing Hindi, Kannada, Telugu. 3 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Awesome.
ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯ್ ಭವ.
One last question that we have, it's going to be asked by the...
ಯಾವ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ or ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೊಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದೊಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ like away from our Kannada industry, but at the same time, one conversation nadita ide one film ಬಗ್ಗೆ film ಮೇಲೆ, so ಅದರ update soon ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ.
Awesome. One more.
To me, that expresses father's
It
love.
will be my honor. But don't make a fool out of me and make me say something else, huh?
No, that's
Okay.
very small sentence.
Okay.
Appa,
Appa,
ನೀನಂದ್ರೆ
ನೀನೆಂದರೆ
ನನಗೆ
ನನಗೆ
ಪಂಚಪ್ರಾಣ.
ಪಂಚಪ್ರಾಣ.
And one more sentence, because this is November and we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava the whole month. Kannada
ಕನ್ನಡ
ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ
ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ
ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು.
ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು.
Thank you so much, sir. I think this will be a great pleasure to hear this. All your Kannada fans will be very happy. Thank you so much, sir. We love you.
Thank you. Yes. No, please do sit down. 1 second. It's not done yet. Thank you very much. Also, yes. Also.
Good evening, everyone. Rashmika taught me a little bit, so I'll try my hand in speaking Kannada a bit.
Let's do it.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Perfect.
ನಮ್ಮ film Animal December 1st day release ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Please enjoy the film. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Ganesh, thank you so much for this wonderful introduction to all of us and to welcoming the Animal team so warmly. This is a dream come true for any actor, to work with a director like Santhu, who is such an original filmmaker, who is somebody who really believes in the story, who is so convincing that when actors work with him, that really rubs off on him. The characters that you see on screen in Animal or even in the earlier 2 movies that he's made are him. So as actors, we just had to suck it out, we just had to kind of imbibe his energy, imbibe his thoughts. So that made it really easy. So I think I would like to credit everything to the director of the film.
Congratulations. I'm going to ask my next question to Bhushan sir. There's this constant.
More of, I would like to say, a baby elephant who's always around its family. Elephants always roam with their family and close ones. So I would say elephant is mine. And what's yours?
My animal goes back home and sleeps at 9 o'clock. I'm not exactly nocturnal. I want to ask you this question, Ravee. I mean, we were just mentioning a 6:45 a.m. show. It's not very common with Hindi films, if I'm right, to have a 6:45 or a 4 o'clock show.
Well, I think we've been seeing this trend in the last couple of years, and especially so many films from the south, have made such a huge impact.
Yeah, that's very common here.
Yeah, so I mean, starting with KGF, Kantara, if I can, that's the right way to say it, Kantara.
Yeah.
Kantara.
Right.
Then there is Bahubali, RRR, Pushpa. I think with Jawan also they really broke through in the southern market. I think that's the love of the audience. When a film works, when the story clicks, the audience wants to go and celebrate. The audience wants to go out and have fun, have a collective, immersive experience at the movies. It's never happened to me. I have never ever witnessed something like this. Whatever is happening with Animal, the reactions to the trailer, the teaser, the songs. Now Sir is saying that there are morning shows. It's definitely not happened with any film of mine. So I'm just filled with a lot of gratitude. That all of this is happening too often.
And we truly hope that the film is a huge success. Let's give Ranbir a big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby sir, I want to ask you this question.
Telling everyone before the
Telling everybody else, right?
Kanjol mein mara.
Yeah. Now that we live in a time of instant gratification, are there any spoilers here that you can tell us about already?
शुरू किया आपका मतलब you started with assistant director. सावरिया से टिल टुडे एनिमल तक आपका जो परफॉर्मेंस था मतलब एज अ एक्टर जो पहचान है मतलब आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा लोगों को मैं एक बड़ा एक्टर हूँ लेकिन उसमें बड़ी बात ये बनती है फैमिली बैकग्राउंड से ही आपको ये अटैच है एक्टिंग का. When it comes to एनिमल कुछ सीन्स मुझे पर्सनली लगा के आपके पापा के साथ जो आप बातचीत करते थे इस फिल्म मतलब फिल्म का ट्रैवलिंग अलग है लेकिन when it comes to storyline is there any connectivity factor with your father?
Well, I think subconsciously, of course, I unfortunately lost my father very recently, and it's only after that I started Animal. तो जब हम सीन्स करते थे, जब संदीप मुझे सीन सुनाता था या समझाता था कि मुझे ऐसा कुछ फादर सन डायनामिक करना है, तो सबकॉन्शियसली बहुत ऐसे थॉट्स आते थे, यू नो, बहुत ऐसे पल एंड मोमेंट्स है दैट यू हैव शेयर्ड विद योर फादर दैट आई कुड रिलेट टू, यू नो. एंड जब ऐसे पल आते हैं, ऐसे मोमेंट्स आते हैं व्हेन यू आर मेकिंग अ मूवी, आई फील द इमोशंस गेट मोर रियल, एंड व्हेन द इमोशंस गेट मोर रियल द ऑडियंस फील इट मोर. एक ज़्यादा कनेक्ट हो जाता है एक कैरेक्टर के साथ. तो ये कोशिश है, यू नो, नॉट विद जस्ट एनिमल, विद एवरी फिल्म. As an actor, it's your job, it's your duty, not even a job, it's your duty to really make the audience feel a sense of connect, a sense of, yeah, I've also gone through this, so I can understand what this character is feeling. I think once you do that, then the audience really, really gives you a lot of love. And I think that's the duty of all us actors.
Thank you, sir. That's a great question. Thank you. What's the next question? I saw somebody else. Edison bodybuild ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಈ question?
ರಣಬೀರ್ ಸರ್.
ರಣಬೀರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಬಾಡಿಬಿಲ್ಡ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ.
ಅವ್ರ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಬಾಡಿ.
We'll ask Bobby sir this question. So he's very curious about your fitness routine, sir. How did you manage?
Yeah.
See, I tell you what. Basically, Mr. Sandeep Vanga Reddy, the creative director of this film, said, "I'll show you what violence means." He said that.
Yeah,
did he say to you personally, sir?
He said one in an interview. Yeah.
Correct. So he said, no, of course, all of us have seen it. So it's common knowledge. Then he's made a film where there is a father and son relationship, and there is, I'll show you what violence is. So his question is great. He's asking, where did the balance come from, and how did the balance come?
What balance?
Of I'll show you what violence is to saying this is father-son relationship.
I think the balance is what the audiences will decide. As filmmakers, as artists, we've just been very conscious of making a entertaining, cinematic product. But on 1st of December, I think is when we really understand the balance of violence. Having said that, violence is not just dishum, it's also violence in the mind. It's what the thoughts can be very violent, and I think the thoughts in the film are way more violent than the actions.
Awesome, thank you. Yes, young man, what is your question, sir?
And the mass in the trailer. This is the compliment I want to give to you.
Thank you so much.
And my question is to Bobby sir.
Oh!
So 19 movies so far before Animal. Just want to know, you have done all the roles wonderfully. Is there still a character or a role which you want to play, or a dream role, if I can say, that you have in your mind or you want to play in future?
Lots of roles, but I think every film, I think I've done close to 20 films now in my 15-year career, and every film has been a surprise to me. It's not something that I had planned. It's because I was at the right place at the right time, and the opportunity came at my door, like Bobby sir was saying, how this film came. But I really want to do two genres. I want to do a sports biopic of any sportsman, and I want to do the character of a soldier in a war film. I think these two characters are something I want to explore.
Definitely. One more question.
Ma'am, no follow-ups, please. We have to go the second one. I'm going to go with the young man there. Yes, sir.
What is your question?
Which
publication are you from? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
When you travel like this, doesn't your kid miss you?
When I travel,
Around like this, doesn't your kid miss you?
I hope she does. I miss her a hell lot. Like, I've been away since morning, and all I can think of is her. Thankfully, you know, nowadays with technology, you have that app which has a camera, so you can always see her like you're watching Big Boss or something. So I'm always on that. I'm always FaceTiming my wife and saying, show me, show me, show me. So yeah, I miss her a lot, and I love her a lot. And I'm exactly how much that's your mama? Yeah, how much your mama misses you and how much you miss your mama? Same for me also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you just take his question? It's those two questions last.
Okay, we'll take it. Yes, sir, please.
He has to go because it's 9 o'clock, so let's make it fast. It's not a nocturnal animal. We are staying in this hotel only, so we can go all night.
Oh, no worries. I was hired for 1 hour, but I'm not. So, please.
Hi, sir.
One more question. Okay, we'll let her finish. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
When is Sandeep sir gonna make movies for only children and not only for adults?
ಸಗದ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಕೋ-ಕೋಲಾ ಪೆಪ್ಸಿ ಬಾಬಿ ಸರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸಿ
Naidu brand says here, very good.
ಎಸ್ ನಾನು ಆಂಕರ್ ರಂಗನಾಥ್ ಗೌಡ we are doing a pan-India movies nowadays, so we are all called as Indian film industries, and I can see the South is collabing with the Bollywood. So, do you think more movies has to come like this? And my one more question is to Rashmika ma'am. When are you making ಮತ್ತೆ comeback ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? So I want to go with the
Pan India is the new term, but I feel this has been happening since a long time. There's so many actors from the south coming, working in the north, from the north going to the south, filmmakers, technicians. The best of technicians have always come from the south. The cinematographers, our action director Supreme Sundar is working in the Tamil industry. We had Telugu speaking technicians and actors. We had Punjabi speaking actors. So I think it's all about bringing all the cultures together and making the best movie possible. So Pan India is just a term. Like a few years back it was 100 crore club. Now there's Pan India. Soon there will be Pan World. Where even Hollywood is watching our movies. And I think that's the goal. That today our films are doing 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores. Tomorrow our films like Avatar will do $1 billion. It should be 8,000 and 10,000 crores. So I think our country, India, is such a growing economy, such a growing country. I think the boundaries are limitless for us. It's just going to get more and more.
Yes, we exist because we're all fans. Now here's something that I want to ask you. Many years ago, I read an article about you in Huffington Post. It was one of the most beautiful articles that humanized you as a person. And then, to see you do this, it feels like our victory. It just feels like our victory. Did you anticipate this much love coming your way?
First of all, don't get me too emotional tonight, please, because there's so much love. I mean it, that's so sweet. I can see it, it's coming from your heart. For me, it was all about getting good work, and it's all about working hard. Maybe in those days back, I never worked that hard. But when I realized that I needed to do things on my own, no one can help me. And when I started doing that, God was watching from above. And when you work hard, you turn hard work into luck. And that's how my life has been since the last 5 years. And then Sandeep Reddy Monga one day messages me, and I'm like, is this really him messaging me? And I try to find out, and I found out that it was him. So I called him up immediately, and I said, yeah, man, I want to meet you here, let's meet, and then I met him. And he comes up to me and shows me a photograph of mine, which was during my CCL, Celebrity Cricket League. If you're a Bobbian, you'd know what I'm talking about.
Of course I do.
And
I've met you in Dubai at the cricket stadium as well.
So I never imagined that the days when I had no work, a moment of my life from that period would give me work. And that's what happened. And I guess actors always are looking for opportunities. There are so many actors out there who are so good, but they don't get a chance. And it's a big struggle to get work. For me, it was like, I said to myself, I have to be prepared. Anyone can come knocking on your door. And Sandeep came knocking on my door. And I got this character to play. And I was so excited because all he narrated to me was this relationship between you and Ranbir Kapoor. And Ranbir Kapoor is like my favorite actor. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm getting this director and I'm getting Ranbir to work with. So for me it was like, am I dreaming at that point? But it was real. But now the reaction to this trailer, I mean, me and Ranbir have been discussing, it's like we're dreaming. The kind of love and affection and respect we are getting because of this movie is just mind-blowing. I mean, it's a relationship about a child with his father. People keep talking about violence and toxic and all that stuff, but every family has these issues which no one shows. And Sandeep has the guts to show those facts which we all know exist, but they become a taboo in the society. And I think Sandeep would have really loved to be here today, but he's still busy. And I mean, I miss him, he misses, she misses, we all miss him being here because he's created this. And I'm a little overwhelmed right now because I don't know, I'm just getting more and more, every time I step out to promote this film, I just get more and more overwhelmed about it. And for me, it's the biggest moment in my life, in my career after a very long time. But thank you so much. Sorry guys, I spoke too much.
Congratulations, and may all your dreams and wishes just keep coming true. I'm going to now ask Pranay a question. Is it hard working with family?
I think the content that has been created of late last 2-3 years has been fantastic, at par with any other industry. The concepts are becoming better, execution is becoming better, visuals are becoming better. I think we are not less than anyone compared to any other industry. I think we'll get there. We presented RRR in Karnataka. We did a pre-release event. You must have seen 350,000 people came to the pre-release event. Just like that. We had trouble controlling the people. That's a love for cinema. I think the bookings are open. Yesterday, if you see, within 2 hours of opening, Hyderabad turned everything red. So that's the kind of love people have got for the movie. And particularly, I'm actually missing the director, Mr. Sandeep here, because the way he's cut the trailer. If you see it, one leads to the other, one leads to the other, and very intriguing. And the visuals in the shots, especially when he gets down from the car and that full-length blue color. And there are fans for the shot itself. The end shot in the runway, brilliant. Everybody is able to connect with the movie, and I think as far as Ranbir is concerned, I think the best performance that we have seen. Of course, there are many more, but the Masi appearance is the best one. And I'm sure that there's so many people asking, wanting to attend the event. We wanted to make it a little exclusive. We had difficult controlling, not giving out passes for the event, and there's so much love for everybody in the film. And nangotu olle film na kannadavarella nodtare and appreciate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. So we're going to release this movie also in a big way on 1st December. We look forward to all your love and support. I think expectations are, I know, sky high. We have shows at 6:45, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's going to rock. And we look forward to having them here for Success Meet. What do you say? Yenandira? Success Meet Bangalore Madola?
So just one more serious question that I have. Now when you make all this money, do you need an assistant to count money? I'm available. Just letting you know.
Together we go along with Bhushan sir. I think you'll get more money.
Oh yeah. Bhushan sir, if you're looking for it, I have 2 assistants right now. Alright, now we've spoken to everyone. It's been a while.
It was really fun to work with my brother, because when he narrates the story, right, like, shall I go in little detail?
Absolutely, it's your family. Please open up.
So, even in Arjun days and also for Animal, whenever he narrates the story, right, he doesn't give the entire story. He just gives in bits and pieces. Like, he'll say a scene today, and after 1 week, he'll say another. So I have to join them, all of them, and it would be like, it's not like you would put on a radar like regularly you get to stories and they narrate everything at one stroke, and you have to decide on the spot, which is very tough to do. But he will slowly include you into that story, and he will drag you into that. He has that kind of screenplay power, which probably people are liking it, and that's how it's very easy to work with him, because he explains it really very clearly, and he gives all the details when he explains. So it's not that hard to work with him. But people, outsiders who look at him, they think that it's tough to work with Santhu, because they think that he's very arrogant, but he's a very soft guy. One who knows him very closely, you know that. I hope RK and Bobby sir and Rashmika can watch on that.
Are you the older brother or the younger brother?
Yes, I am the elder one.
That's why the arguments and all are very nice. Can't push the envelope there, can you? Thank you, sir. Let's just a round of applause, everyone, please. I'm now going to move the mic all the way to the end.
First of all, good evening, everyone. And see, this film is very special for us, for me, and for T-Series, because it has that father-son relationship, and means everybody loves their father the most, and I also love my father the most. So this film is very special to me, and when Sandeep told me about the idea, the kind of film he wants to make, which talks about relationship between father and son, which has emotions, action, music, everything. So I couldn't stop myself from getting into the film as a producer. of course with Pranay along with me. And I'm very thrilled, I'm very excited about the film because it has turned out very, very good. I've seen the film and it's looking mind-blowing. And right now I was just talking to Sandeep an hour ago, and he was just telling me how it's looking after the mixing and all. So we just want everybody's blessings and good wishes, and we want them to come to theatres and give their love to our film on 1st of December.
Absolutely, yes.